It's time for your nap. Sweet dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Lost Time Stylosa, and this is my awesome Ana guide video. I'm going to give you some amazing tips and advice on how to use it because I'm just going to say, she's my favourite character in the game now. It used to be Junkrat, but now it's Ana. She is phenomenal. So we're going to go over her abilities and how to best use her, and I'm going to show you in a real world scenario. I'm not going to show you in the training ground. I'm going to show you on maps. We're going to do attack, which is what we've got right now. Then we're going to move on to defense, and then we're going to move on to control point. So let's just go into detail on what her abilities actually do and how you should be playing Ana. You'll notice throughout these clips, I will be at the back of the team. I'm not on the front line. That is not where you want to be. Ana is a healer. She also does damage. But let's talk about when you should be doing damage and when you should be healing. Healing is your priority. Never, ever, ever, ever skimp on that. Always try and heal your team. Now, you've got two different fire modes. You can fire from the hip, you can fire from the scope. When the scope is active, you will see a blue triangle in the middle of the scope. That is the target area for the heal. So if you aim at your teammates and fire at them through the scope, you've got a little bit more leeway, so it will actually hit. It's almost like a minor little aim assist, but you still have to be accurate for them to hit. Now, if you fire from the hip, you don't get that. When you hit people, you will heal them for 75. Now, that's not amazing, but if you combo that with your Biotic Grenade, which increases healing they take and also heals them for 100 hit points straight away, you can get some phenomenal healing off in a very short time like this. So Roadhog has been taken down there by Reinhardt, and I managed to throw the Biotic Grenade onto him and then top him up with heals. Now, Roadhog actually combos quite well with Ana, because when Roadhog starts healing, he's amazing. Also, a guy left on the enemy team there. I can only assume that is because Ana was so beautiful. Now, we're going to move on to Numbani Defense, and we're going to talk about some of the other abilities. Now, I just briefly spoke about the Biotic Grenade. You can use that to heal yourself, and you did actually see that at the very start of the first clip. You chuck that into the ground, and you'll heal yourself for 100. Now, all healing effects are increased on the targets that have been hit on your team by the grenade. However, enemy targets cannot be healed from any sources. There are some ways of removing this, like Tracer could rewind and that removes negative effects. I think Zarya's shield also removes negative effects. So there are some abilities that can remove it, but generally, if you hit an enemy with this, they won't be getting healed. Now, this here is a little bit frustrating. Junkrat, it's not Roadhog style, that's Junkrat. He's jumping around, and it was a little bit difficult for me to hit him, and I did throw my Biotic Grenade at him. Maybe I shouldn't have done that, because I could probably have saved that and just carried on firing at him, but So let's just talk about firing from the scope and firing from the hip. When you fire from the hip, it is a projectile. When you fire from the scope, it is hit scan. Hit scan means it instantly hits where you're firing. When you fire at an enemy target, you have to hit them dead on. Exactly the same as Widowmaker. There is no aim assist going on like there is with the heals, so the blue triangle does not take effect. The grenade, as you can see there, you can actually throw it quite far. The ultimate, this is an amazing ultimate, and currently it gives you 50% damage boost, 50% damage reduction, 50% speed. It turns you into a monster. This here is a very, very bad use of the sleep dart, because what I should have done there is waited for D.Va to use a defense matrix and try and get the sleep dart off when a defense matrix is down. Now, do be aware this is the new D.Va, so she can toggle a defense matrix on and off. I whiffed it, completely whiffed it, and I paid the price and died. Ana is very, very, very vulnerable to people who dive on top of her if you miss with the sleep dart. You don't do that much damage with Ana, so what you've got to think is, if somebody dives onto you, can you sleep them and get away? If it's a 200 hit point hero, you can actually take them out. There are filthy little combos you can do. So if somebody jumps onto you, you hit them with a left click, you sleep dart them, you then hit them with a left click again, or you standard attack in case you guys are playing on console. You then Biotic Grenade them and then melee them. This is extremely fast damage, and almost all of the time that will kill a 200 hit point hero. But it relies on you landing the first shot before you put them to sleep. Often you just kind of want to sleep people to stop them from taking you out. Now, one of the things with her is when to use your ultimate, because it can change the game. In fact, it can win the game. You have to be very aware as to who you want to apply this to. People like Genji, if his ultimate is up, you really want to give it to Genji. But sometimes you want to use it in a defensive capacity. Like here, I've given it to D.Va because I know they are around the corner. I know I can also support D.Va. So D.Va's in there doing work on the enemy team, and I'm keeping her up. D.Va's killed one of their main DPS there. She's killed McCree. And again, this is the new McCree, so he's very powerful as of recording on this on the PTR. So it was kind of worth it that we took him out. Now, one thing I also want to say about Ana as well is, I kind of touched on this earlier, but you need to prioritize healing more than damage. You do damage, but you only do 80 damage per hit. And it's not instant damage, it's a small dot. So you hit them, and it quickly ticks and does damage to them. Now, this you kind of have to weigh up when you want to heal and when you want to do damage. But I think if in doubt, always heal. Because everybody on your team can output more damage than you. Literally everybody can output more damage than you. So if you're an Ana player that prioritizes damage, you're kind of not doing it right. What you do need to do, as you're about to see me now, is chuck in damage when you can. I mean, it was worth me attacking the Farah there. I can see somebody needs healing down there. I think that's our Junkrat. So maybe I should try and get some heals onto him. No, it's actually our Zenyatta, but the game ended. I did miss a couple of shots there, which wasn't great. Also, talking about missing shots, she is the hardest character in the game to play because you have to weigh up attack and damage. It's kind of like Zenyatta. You have to weigh up like who you want to be putting the Transcendence, not Transcendence, or the Harmony Orb on, and who you want to be doing damage to. But it's actually taken to more extremes with Ana. I mean, so now we're pushing forward. I've chucked my Biotic Grenade into the team because I want to get the heal off onto them. I've used my ultimate on the McCree because this McCree is actually pretty good, so I know he's going to do damage. That there is stopping that Reinhardt from getting into the fight. Fire the Sleep Dart into them. It's awesome. Sleep Dart is extremely difficult to get off, but when you get used to using it, it's extremely powerful. Sure, there will be times where people interrupt the sleep because it puts a target to sleep for 5 seconds, but if they take damage from any source, then they will get back up again. So, you know, it's good for knocking people out of the fight, but if your team damage them, then they're going to be back into the fight. I mean, I guess if you knock them down and then focus fire onto them, it's actually pretty strong. What you see me do there was take out Tracer with my Biotic Grenade. Does 60 damage to enemies, the Biotic Grenade does, and also prevents them from healing. Tracer's fast-moving target. It's going to be hard for me to hit, so I threw the grenade into the floor. It doesn't have a massive area of effect, but it's good enough that you can throw it into the floor on yourself when you're involved in a close-range duel, and it will damage the enemy. Now, this is a control point map, as I say, as we've gone through the other types of maps. It's very consistent how I'm playing Ana. I'm playing her at the back of the team. I'm not at the front, I'm not in the middle. I'm at the back. You need to see everything that's going on. But this, of course, means you're very vulnerable to people like Tracer and Genji. This is why you need to kind of save your sleep dart and get ready for them to jump onto you. Because remember, if they jump you and you sleep dart them and hit them with a Biotic Grenade while you're in the Biotic Grenade, it's going to heal you for 100 hit points, and then you can just continue to do damage back to them anyway, and most likely you will get away from it. Also, if you're in voice comms, shout to your team, "I've just sleep Genji, he's behind." It's invaluable advice. So what you want to be doing with Ana is you want to stay at the back, you want to prioritize healing, you want to make sure you use your sleep dart effectively. This means shutting down people when they use their ultimates. There is a funny montage video on my channel, which I will link to in the description, but it shows you a load of examples when I'm using the sleep dart to shut people down, like Farah's ultimate and stuff like that, or when Reinhardt comes at you. I think I tried to get Reinhardt right now when he gets nano boosted. I don't think I get him, or if I do get him, I think he gets knocked out of his sleep, I think. Maybe not. Maybe I'm getting confused. But it still holds true, right? You need to use the sleep dart effectively. It's a very powerful tool. Like, a lot of people will say Ana counters everyone. She doesn't counter people as such, but she can shut people down, and that's what she's about. She's about control, she's about minor damage, and she's about healing your team. She's never going to be a main healer, but what she excels at is applying healing to targets the enemy do not expect are about to be healed, because you can heal from anywhere, provided you've got line of sight. If you see somebody in a duel, let's say a Tracer who's on the other side of the map, and you've got your scope, and you take her out, and then you start healing her, then they don't expect that. This here, the reason why I left this in is because this is quite funny. I should have sleep darted the Hanzo, but what I tried to do was get my combo off. I tried to shoot him with the standard attack, then I wanted to sleep him, Biotic Grenade him, quickly shoot him, and then melee him. But I missed, and he turned around and killed me, so I paid the price there. I could have played it safe. I could have just straight up sleeped him, because he didn't know, right? He didn't know I was behind him. Also, I should have probably fired from the hip. But as I say, remember, firing from the hip, it is a projectile, it's got travel time. Firing from the scope is instant. It's a hit scan weapon, and it can be used extremely well. Used extremely well, I mean, it's extremely powerful. I think this is where I sleep the Reinhardt that I thought I did earlier on. Let's have a look. Do you sty? Do you sty? That was a waste of the Biotic Grenade as well, because it hit the Reinhardt shield, so it did nothing. I think I get her. Come on, sty. Tell me you do. Yeah, there you go. I think I got him. Yeah, because she's... Oh, no, I got somebody else actually behind. But anyway, there you go, guys. This is Ana. She's extremely powerful. She's not for the faint-hearted, though. You need to be situationally aware all of the time. Do remember she's not a main healer. She works extremely well with Lucio. And also, that there was a defensive use of the ultimate to keep Lucio alive and push forward and kill the Reinhardt. So she is fantastic, guys. My God. If you've got any tips of yourself, tips you want to put forward yourself, do so in the comments below. I have been Stylosa. You can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. I hope you enjoyed this guide. I'm going to play loads of Ana. She is awesome. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Toodaloo.